We recommend for the Fort Bragg design that you follow the PDF instructions. A link to those can be found in the description down below. To my left, I have all the parts necessary for a 4-level Fort Bragg design with a 2-level animal barrier. For a full list of parts required for this design, as well as cubic soil required for each level, check down below in the description. To connect your boards and brackets, take a bracket and slide one onto either end of your board until the snap lock hole is lined up. Once you have the hole lined up, take one of your snap lock plugs and lay it flat onto that opening. Then with the palm of your hand, apply firm pressure until you hear a click. Now flip the board around and repeat this step on the other side. If you're having trouble installing the snap lock plugs by hand, you can also use a hammer or mallet to install them. If you think that you've installed your bracket in the wrong orientation and you need to remove it and flip it around, you can do so using a flathead screwdriver. Take the flathead screwdriver and insert it into the opening on either side of the snap lock plug. Insert it and apply firm pressure into the snap lock plug and then twist up. Then flip it around again and repeat this step. Firm pressure into the nub and twist up. Now you can remove your bracket and flip it around. The boards for this design will be bracketed with either stacking brackets, midsection 4-way brackets, or top 4-way brackets. Connect the boards for level 1 of the Fort Bragg garden design, referencing the diagram on screen now. Lay out the boards for the first level of your design so you can find out the footprint of your garden. Connect the joints for the first level of your design using stacking stakes facing upside down. This will allow you to keep your joints together while also being able to make adjustments to that base frame. With your stacking stakes still facing upside down, take the cross timbers for your 2-foot sections and your 4-foot sections for your second level and place those boards on top of the stakes to make sure that the distance is correct. With the cross timbers still laying on the second level, hammer in all of your other stacking stakes around the perimeter. Now remove your cross timbers and hammer those stacking stakes into the ground as well. Connect the boards for level 2 of Fort Bragg, referencing the diagram on screen now. Lay out the boards for the second level of your design, referencing the diagram in your PDF instructions. Start the stack for your second level with this front joint where the gate timber, 2-foot timber, and 4-foot timber join together. Start your bracket stack with the gate timber bracket on the bottom, followed by your 2-foot timber, and then lastly your 4-foot timber. And then connect this whole joint using a stacking stake, which will insert into the top of your ground level stake. We connect the joint in this way because having the gate timber bracket on the bottom gives you the smoothest swing for your gate. Connect the boards for level 3 of Fort Bragg, referencing the diagram on screen now. Lay out the boards for the third level of your design, referencing the diagram found in your instructions. Start the stack for your level 3 in the same way that you did for the second level. Begin with the gate timber on the bottom of the stack, then follow up with the 2-foot timber on top of that, and then finally get your 4-foot timber and secure that all together with a stacking stake. Connect the boards for level 4 of Fort Bragg. This layout will be exactly the same as it was for level 2. Lay out the boards for your 4th level according to the diagram in your instructions for the 2nd level. The layout will be exactly the same for the 4th level as it is for the 2nd. When you start to stack the 4th level, stack it starting at this joint like you did for levels 2 and 3, gate timber on the bottom of the stack, then your 2-foot timber, and then finally your 4-foot timber, and you'll secure this whole joint using a stacking stake. Once you've installed the final level of your design, install adapter caps around the perimeter of your design if you're installing an animal barrier, and finishing caps on the inner 2 joints. If you're not installing an animal barrier, then install the finishing caps along every single joint of the bed. At this step in assembly, the frame of your garden is now complete. If your garden came with an animal barrier attachment, follow along to part 2 of this assembly video where we show you how to put that animal barrier together. Link to that video in the description down below.